Hey guys, Happysplasher here. Good evening. So right now we're going to continue with the Animus event. So yeah, let's keep going. First of all, let's check out the history section. And as you can see, our Warlord will do a little bit more damage. We'll have Rocker Boys that do a little more damage as well. And then also Stones that will also heal for a little more. Okay, and I'm not sure if they did change more of the story here. I'll have to look at these after the videos. So the first thing we want to notice is that we are on floor 2 right now, and we do have a little bit more harder battles this time around. You can see a couple of them over here. We do also want to plan out our path. So if we kind of look back, we'll see that we have some quests here that allow us to get more marks, and then also some more points for the event pass. And then also, as mentioned, we do want to do the harder battles this time around. And so other than that, it doesn't look like there are too many choices to make. Probably one here, one here, one here, and well, one here. So yeah, let's start off. So first of all, we'll head over to this normal battle. This is Jack in the Box. Let's take a look at his skills. So at the start of the turn, we'll summon a golden present to a melee enemy cell. Whenever an ally appears, they'll get a health boost, and at the end of the turn, we'll improve that second skill by some health. So a couple things, looks like they'll have an additional summon at the beginning of the turn, and it'll happen onto one of our cells. We'll see what it does, and then we'll have to take care of it because we don't want too many of these things showing around. And then also the enemies are going to get a health boost at the beginning of the turn, or actually, sorry, when they appear. So we want to make sure that we have heroes with high attack in order to break through, and then also that other skill will improve. So the longer the battle goes, the more we're going to see the health boost. So we want to get this done as quickly as possible. Okay, let's take a look at some of the heroes. And we'll hop right in. Okay, so first of all, as you can see, we are using epics on the second floor. And so for the time being, we'll start with a hero with high health on D3. Okay, here is the golden present. So when it dies, it deals damage to allies around itself, which is not good. We have this hero over here, this Wudan, that summons a Mushu, and that Mushu can deal damage to a random wounded enemy. We don't have anything to clear this out, although I guess we could use the damage over here. We actually want to not summon heroes on these immediate spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, because of the present. Do want to clear out heroes as well, so let's actually clear out the Mushu. Okay, we have another present, which means some more damage around there. Okay, we have this Olaf the Red, that when he dies, he deals damage to a female enemy. So if we don't summon any female heroes, that would be good. Not too concerned about these. I actually don't want to use our skill quite yet. This hero will actually destroy this, so that is good. We'll summon a range hero over here on B1, just to deal some damage over to the Warlord. As seen as some of these presents will be destroyed around each other, so that is fine. We'll go with our damage skill against this Desert Sentry, which has a little bit of block and some spikes. Clear up those heroes. And then we'll go with the summons to actually deal some more damage on the open lane. And then we'll also do a summon over here on D1, just to spread our damage. And as you can see, another present. Okay, at this point, we are going to not do any additional summons yet, because that means that, well, actually, it's on melee cells, so there is a chance that there could be additional presence happening over here, and then we would actually take additional damage. So we want to avoid that, but that is okay. We have this Bone Dragon here, which has some flight and gives reborn to a random Chaos ally, but there is none on their side. We'll just summon another hero with high attack and spread it out over here on A3. Okay, we have this Tent of Life. This one heals an Order ally to full health, which we don't have right now. We're gonna do, let's see, do we need to do a shuffle? Probably not. We'll do another summon over here on C3. Okay, we do have another present. And fortunately, this present has not been destroyed. We have this Harbinger of Death that deals damage, let's see, deals additional damage whenever a male enemy dies. Then also has flight. Not really too concerned about that. We'll do a shuffle to actually find a range hero to attack on lane C. And looks like we do have one. Let's summon over here on C1. And there we go. So that was Jack in the Box. Excuse me. All right, well, let's keep going. Okay, we have another battle over here. This is Fiery Hestia. Let's take a look at her skills. So whenever an ally appears, they'll get splash within 2 cells, and then whenever the warlord is attacked, they'll improve that first skill by some damage. Okay, so this means a couple things. One is that whenever they summon a hero, they're going to get splash, and splash actually deals additional damage to enemies around the target. And then on top of that, whenever they are attacked, that skill will improve. So we want to make sure that we keep our heroes away from each other to 1, avoid the splash, and then 2, also so that we can deal more damage to the warlord. Okay, let's take a look at some of the heroes. And we'll hop right in. Okay, once again, we will start with a hero on D3, just to help us block. Okay, we have this Bone Warrior over here with some splash and some vampirism and attack steal. That's not what we want to see. Let's go with this hero next on D1, just to clear it out. This Battle Angel will also give us Mental Shield to one of our heroes whenever another one dies. Okay, we have the Harbinger of Death with a little bit of block. It will be destroyed in combat, so that is good. We'll go next with this hero here on... We'll go next with this hero on B3 to avoid the splash damage if possible. Okay, never mind. The splash damage does hit on, what is it, cells 2? Within 2 cells. So actually both of these heroes will take damage. Okay, we have this Evil Slayer here that deals, let's see, has some splash and some extra attack. Not too concerned about it right now, but we do want to clear it out so we can deal additional damage. So we'll do this range hero summon on D1. Okay, we have this Grim Warden. This one will summon an extra attack rune once he's attacked, and that'll actually allow them to trigger off splash multiple times. Not quite what we're looking for. Let's see. We're actually going to use our damage skill to avoid the extra attack runes. And then we also got rid of the Tombstone as well. We'll then follow up with some range hero summons, and then we'll do this melee hero summon on A3. This Half Moon Priestess will get Mental Shield at the end of the turn, so we'll get a little bit of protection. Okay, you can see the splash happening. Let's see. Okay, we have this Bone Dragon here with some more splash and some flight. We're going to go here with our range hero summon on D1. And just enough damage in order to go for lethal. So there was Fiery Hestia. Okay, yeah, let's go. Okay, we have a set of quests here. We have up top the collect resources in gold mine 2 times. On the bottom here, we have perform Demigods, Gods of War, or Miracle Summons 5 times. As you can see, there's slightly more reward here if we do this versus this one up top. And so we are going to go do this one. This is perform Demigods, Gods of War, or Miracle Summons 5 times. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the Summon Hall. What we'll do is do a... Could do that. We could do 5 separate summons, or we could guarantee that we get 1 particular summon. And so I think just for consistency purposes, we are going to go with the 10x. As you can see, it does count for this quest. And we also finish another quest as well.
Epic.
And hopefully we get something good out of this.
Epic. 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 Epic.
Okay, not bad. Got some epic Ondine.
Epic.
Legendary.
Okay, not bad. Got 1k of grace.
Epic. Epic.
We also got some epic grace as well.
Epic.
And some epic Ghosta. Alright. Ooh, and we also filled up 1 bar for the progress rewards. Even better. Okay, we will head back to the Animus and then collect our rewards. Okay, we have this next battle here. This is Celestial Treant. Let's take a look at his skills. So whenever an ally attacks, they will get a health boost. Whenever an ally attacks, they'll get an attack boost. And at the end of the turn, we'll improve both of those skills by some number. So a couple things, looks like their heroes are going to get stronger with both higher health and higher attack. So we want to make sure that we ourselves have higher attack and higher health to actually break through these heroes. And also, since this skill is going to improve after every turn, we want to make sure that we get this battle done as soon as possible. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the heroes. And we'll hop right in. Okay, so once again, we'll start with another hero with high health. We'll go here on D3. Okay, we have the El Cactus here with some spikes to a random ally and then also regeneration. I want to take a look at this building because it does have high health, and it looks like it does deal a little bit of damage to buildings, so that's good. Or actually damage to enemies when they come out and play, so that's good. I'm going to use that actually over here on C3. Okay, we have the Stone Guardian here that will, let's see, poison the attacking enemy for some damage. I'm going to go with this range hero next on C1. This Evil's Helper will transform one of the heroes, or the enemies in this case, into a ward box, so that's good. Okay, we have the Caesar's Head next. This one will deal, let's see, deals damage to our Warlord whenever an enemy dies, and then also will give Mental Shield if one of our heroes dies. We're going to go with our damage skill to actually clear these out, just seeing how much damage it is. So 66, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a little less on the damage, but we do want to avoid the Mental Shield, and also, more importantly, the damage to our Warlord, so we'll do that. We'll take a little bit of damage, and that's okay. We'll next follow up with the Summons, and then finally we'll follow up with this Shadow Manipulator over here on B1, just to spread our damage. And the Shadow Manipulator can also summon a puppet whenever an order enemy comes out and play, which we don't see right now. Okay, we have this Emerald Dragon with some flight and some spikes. We're going to go with our stone summons. Though I guess we could have done this melee summon as well, but I do want to protect our range heroes. So we'll do Shuffle now, because we only can summon range heroes to attack. And we do find one, so we'll summon over here on E2. I guess we could have dealt a little more damage with lethal, that's fine. We have this Lady Claire over here. This one has Mental Shield, and then also gives an attack boost for every adjacent ally. At this point, we will have lethal, just double checking to make sure that there are no death triggers or anything that trigger on attack, which we don't see. And so we'll just skip the turn to not have to summon, also to not change the board. And there we go. So that was Celestial Treant. Okay, yeah, let's keep on. All right, we have our next set of quests here. We have up top, spend 1,700 copper coins. On the bottom here, we have spend 500 gems. We're actually going to do the bottom quest down here. This one is spend 500 gems. So first we'll hit the go. And this brings us to the summon hall. I'm actually going to head out over here. And what we normally do, instead of spending on some heroes, say for example, we could go to the black market here in the pit and then spend it on some heroes. We're actually going to do some legendary draft, and we'll have to do those offline. As you can see here, if we spend a little bit, I'm going to show you over here, head back to the Animus. And you can see it does count for this, so we'll just need to do 2 spends on that. And as mentioned, we will do the legendary draft later, so we will see you guys later. Alright guys, we are back. Currently we're on that quest there to spend 500 gems. We have done that offline by way of the legendary draft, and so we will now continue. Okay, as mentioned, we are going to go for the harder battle, so in this case we'll choose this one here in the middle. This one is Fallen Archer. Let's take a look at his skills. So whenever any hero dies, it will deal damage to the enemy warlord. Okay, a couple things. Looks like whenever one of our heroes dies, or any hero dies, we will take additional damage. So we want to make sure that we deal as much damage as we can to the Warlord. Or if we are going to kill heroes, we need to make sure that it makes sense to actually kill them. Otherwise, we're going to be taking unnecessary damage. All right, yeah, let's take a look at some of the heroes. And we'll hop right in. Ooh, let's not do auto. Oh, we could have also saved this hero. This Void Juggler gives extra attack to one of our heroes as well. Okay, so we have this Flesh Eater over here. This one will give negative attack to order enemies for a turn, and then also have Vampirism. If we had a hero that heals, that would be pretty helpful. It doesn't make sense for us to kill this hero because right now we're going to be taking less damage than the actual kill, which is actually 66. We'll go with the hero with high health, so let's go down here on D1. And then we just need to guard our lanes as much as possible. Okay, we have this Lake Pixie here. This one will deal, let's see, freezes one of our heroes at the end of the turn. At this point, we will destroy some heroes in order to stay alive. And as you see, we take some additional damage. We'll do next our summons. And then we do want to protect our summons, so let's go with our own melee heroes to protect. I do know that this hero here gives an attack boost to nature allies, but that's not what we quite need right now. Place it over here on A3 just to help us block.
Whoa!
Okay, we did a little bit of healing, which happens when Spikes does trigger off of one of our heroes. We have this Lord of the Undead over here that whenever one of the allies are attacked, except the Rotter, we'll summon another Rotter, and that Rotter will actually count as a death for us. I'm going to do a shuffle and see if we can actually find a way to either get rid of this hero now or find a way to heal. And we don't have anything here. We'll do one more shuffle. And we have a hero here that actually deals damage to a random enemy. So let's actually block on the open lane B. Deal some damage, destroy this. And hopefully we don't take lethal on this open lane C. Okay, let's continue. We're going to go with these stones here to block the lanes. And then by destroying this hero, we're going to be taking additional damage. We want to spread out our heroes actually behind these stones, so that way we can get some heal if they are attacked. So we'll summon this hero here on C1.
Whoa!
And we did lose because of this hero being destroyed by the spikes, but that is okay. Alright, well, we'll hop right back into battle, and hopefully we can finish this up. And I'm pretty sure that auto did cost us for sure, but that's okay. Alright, so we'll go over here on a D1 with the open lane, and then also the high attack.
Whoa!
Okay, and we have this Keeper of the Storm here that whenever he's attacked, he gives mental shield to a random ally, but there are none left on the board. We'll summon this hero here on the open lane A, and there we go. So that was Fallen Archer. Okay, and we have our reward, so we'll continue. Okay, we have our choice of battles now. Let's go take a look at what we can fight. We have this one up here, the Abyss Fiend. And just looking at their skills right now. Alright, so they have a little bit of damage and health, and then also here some additional damage. Let's go on the bottom. Let's see what we have here. So this lost creature here, every 2 turns will summon a faceless to the ally melee cells. Okay. Gonna do a little bit of reading actually on the top. So let's actually take a look at this Abyss Fiend first. So whenever an ally appears, they will get a skill. Whenever they're attacked, they deal damage to our Warlord, and then we'll also get health. And then also, whenever an ally appears, we'll improve that skill by some damage. Okay, so looks like they're going to be able to deal extra damage to us whenever we attack them, and then they'll also get additional health. So that'll keep their heroes alive a little bit, and then also that skill will get better, so that means that we'll need to deal damage as much as possible. This one down here, this lost creature, every 2 turns will summon a faceless to an allied melee cell. I'm not really sure what the faceless does, but it does look like it has high health, and it'll happen every 2 turns. So I suppose we could play against this, and we'll take a little less damage. Yeah, I might as well try it out. Alright, so as mentioned, the lost creature will summon an extra hero every 2 turns, and we'll probably need to get rid of this, especially when it is high health. Alright, let's take a look at some of the heroes. And, whoops, we will hop right in. Alright, so once again, we'll start with the hero with high health in order to protect our lanes. No, this hero here gives a health boost to allies, so that's not bad. Actually, we can go with this hero with the attack, the high attack. We'll go over here on D3 just to get some damage going. Okay, next turn we're going to see a Faceless, and on this turn we have the Keeper of the Grove here. This one will give spikes to allies around themselves and summons a totem, and that totem will give a health boost to allies around itself. Okay, we're going to continue. We're going to go with this range hero over here on D1 with some protection behind the melee hero we just summoned. Here's the Faceless that came out. So whenever he dies, he deals damage to our Warlord, and then whenever he's attacked, he heals for a little bit. I suppose we could actually just try and silence this hero, so that way we can get rid of it. Deal damage here. We're going to be taking 116, which is not what we want to see. We're going to be taking 90 here. I guess this will be okay. We'll actually go with our melee hero over here on C3. Oh, it was frozen from the Lady Snow. I forgot about her. All right, so when one of our Chaos heroes comes into play, we're actually going to take some damage there. Or actually have them frozen. We're going to go with our damage skill now. Hopefully we can clear out some heroes. We have this Elwyn Fierce that does some bleeding and makes our heroes bleed in the line. We'll go for the damage now. Okay, we're going to do our summons next. And wow, that is some bad RNG, as we did want at least one of these lanes blocked. I'm going to do a shuffle and actually see if we can find a way to gain health. I'm going to do a shuffle here. See if we have potentially an additional summon. We'll do one more shuffle. And we don't have anything of the sort. You can give it an attack boost to nature allies, but we don't have any. We'll go with this range hero with the high attack, and then we'll just attack on the open lane A. And not quite enough for lethal. And unfortunately, we will take lethal ourselves. If we didn't make the misplay against the Lady Snow with our silence creature, we would have actually stopped the damage altogether, and then not have to take the additional damage when we got rid of the Faceless. Right, well, we'll hop right back into battle and clear this out. And with the low health, we'll just summon this hero over here on A3. And there we go. So that was Lost Creature. Okay, we will continue. Okay, looks like we have another battle. And this one is against Rascal Joe. Let's take a look at his skills. So whenever an enemy appears, they will poison the enemy warlord for some damage. Okay, a couple of things. Looks like we're going to take poison damage to our warlord whenever we summon a hero. So we want to make sure that if we summon heroes, they have strong attack or some way to heal us, because otherwise we're going to be taking additional damage for every summon. Also, we want to make sure that we have heroes with high attack, so that way we don't need to summon as many heroes. Okay, let's take a look at some of the heroes. And we'll hop right in. Okay, as mentioned, we do want to summon heroes with high attack. We'll start with this hero down here on D3. And this Lady Clear has some metal shield, which also helps protect her. Alright, we have this Ice Cloud over here. This freezes one of our heroes at the end of the turn. Also gets a little bit of block. We don't have anything to get rid of it now. We can actually just use our damage skill for later. We'll go with... We'll actually go with this range hero over here on D1 with some protection. And as you can see, we got some poison damage happening to our warlord. Okay, at this point, we will use our damage skill because I do want to deal more damage over to the boss. So we'll do that. There are some heroes. And we could do some additional summons. How much damage we're dealing with? 69, but we're going to be taking an additional 26. I suppose we could do this all in one go, so that way we can just avoid the poison damage. So let's actually just go slow, and we'll go with this range hero over here on, what do you call, A1. We're taking some poison damage, and that's okay. Okay, so additional poison damage here as well. We have this Warden of the North that will, let's see, has some attack steal and freezes one of our heroes whenever attack steal does happen. Wish they could actually tell how much poison we do have. Let's see. Now we're going to do with our summons. And that's actually not what we wanted to see, as we did want the stones available. We're going to do a shuffle and look for some heroes with strong attack. This one gives an attack boost to nature allies. This one here has some decent attack. Let's go over here on C3 to spread out our damage. And you can see some poison damage happening there. Okay, and at this point, we are going to be taking lethal from the amount of damage that we have, so we're going to do a shuffle before anything else to find a strong hero. Currently 68 is the highest attack. We got a 128, which is good. That might be enough for lethal too. Let's do our stones just in case. And then we'll go with our range hero summon over here on... Just taking a look at this troll teacher. Okay, nope, just spikes, that's all. We'll go with the range hero over here on A1. And avoiding that poison at the end of the turn, and there we go. So that was Rascal Joe. Okay, let's grab our rewards and continue. Okay, looks like we have a set of quests that we can choose from now. Let's take a look at both of them. So the first one up top is speed up any 4 chests. And then on the one bottom here, get 2 legendary heroes in summoned or in chests. I do know that in the world events, we have the option to use Mighty Pass chests as part of the reward. So let me see if that is going to work here as well for the Animus. So first of all, let me just grab this. And let me actually also grab... I'm going to grab one of these chests over here from the Summon Hall. Just a little curious to see if it actually does work. Ooh, got some of the new hero. All right, let's head back and let's see if it did count. No, it did not. So we'll actually head back to the Mighty Pass. And we are close towards the end of the Mighty Pass period. We do have 2 legendary chests. We'll open up this one first at level 20. And as you can see, it does count for this quest, so that's good. We'll open up the other one as you saw. Whoops, we'll skip the ad there. But we'll open up this other one here at level 25. And as you can see, we are now complete with that quest. We will now head back to the Animus and continue. Okay, we are on the final boss of floor 2. Let's go take a look. This is Torvi, God's Scourge. Let's take a look at her skills. So whenever an enemy gets an attack or a health bonus, it will deal damage to the enemies. And then whenever the warlord is attacked, they'll improve that first skill by some damage. Okay, a couple things. Looks like whenever we get an attack bonus or a health bonus, we'll take damage to our heroes. If we have heroes that have immunity, we can avoid the damage. Otherwise, we'll try to heal our heroes, have mental shield, or avoid summoning heroes that give an attack or a health boost. And then also, if we have any other items on the board that do give an attack or a health bonus, we want to avoid those as quickly as possible. And so, yeah, that's basically it. Let's head over and take a look at the heroes. Oops. How ironic that a lot of these other heroes end up giving some sort of boost, but not for us. And so, yeah, let's hop right. Okay, so normally we do summon a hero with high health first. Let's take a look at them and make sure that nothing else happens. This one just has spikes, so that's good. This one here gives health boost to allies, so we want to avoid summoning this hero. This one here gets an attack boost for every ally, and so that will be kind of bad. Although if we summon it the first time, it won't give an attack boost since there's 0 allies. This one here steals health from frozen allies. Okay, let's actually see if this will work. So we're going to summon this wild tamer over here on D1. And even if there are no allies on the board except for herself, she will give a bonus. So that's actually kind of annoying. We want to avoid summoning any type of heroes that give any type of bonuses. All right, we have this evil slayer over here. This one will have extra attack and gets an attack boost once one of an ally is attacked. Got this over here, gives a health boost, so we want to avoid that. We'll go with this Lord Toad over here on D3 to defend. Okay, we have this Harbinger of Death over here. This one will, let's see, when she dies, he gives an attack boost to Chaos allies and also deals extra damage when a male hero dies on our side. Gotta keep looking at our heroes. So this one here, let's see, enemy attacks, steals attack from wounded enemies. I suppose that doesn't count as an attack boost, but we'll find out the hard way if that is the case. And it also has evasion, so that's good. Let's summon it over here on B1 to clear this out. Okay, so we got that extra attack going on. We're going to do our damage skill in order to clear out this Scarlet Warrior and then also this Archer. Okay, we'll next take a look at our heroes just to make sure that nothing is going to trigger once we do our summons. See, ally appears, deals phantom attack. Okay, that's good. Into our summons just to get some damage on the board. Got this hero here, heals allies, heals warlord for health. Does that count as a bonus? An enemy. Okay, I'm gonna avoid that altogether. Let's see, steals. We'll do shuffle. We'll see what happens. And we want to leave these spots open in the file 3 to avoid blocking our stones. Here, attack boost with allies, so that will give a boost. This one will not give a boost, so that's good. Actually, let's place it over here on A2 to protect our range hero. Oof. Okay, so we have this Drunk Master with the Mental Shield, also gives block to heroes around. We're going to go with our stones now, and hopefully that doesn't trigger off anything. Triggers off this Phantom Attack skill that we have off the Iron Herald. Heals our Warlord. I don't know if that counts as a bonus, but again, we'll find out. Okay, I know that, let's see, this one here gives Vampirism. This hero here gives an attack boost to nature allies, and that'll actually trigger off the damage. So we will do a shuffle to find a hero that will not do that. We have this, let's see, we have this range hero over here that freezes 2 enemies for a turn. That's good. Also has some decent damage. We'll place it over here on C1. Got the fan attack going. Got the damage there. Alright, we have the Grim Warden over here. Whenever he's attacked, he will summon an extra attack rune. I'm going to see what else we can summon here. This one gives an attack boost to allies, or attack bonus for every enemy, so we want to avoid not summoning him. This one here deals damage to enemies for each with block. That could be useful. I suppose we could just summon him just to get him out of here. Just looking at some other heroes. Attack boost over here. Another attack boost over here. Yeah, we'll just go with this hero with the block damage. You see some extra attack runes and also this tombstone. Alright, we have this Lord Punisher. This one gives Mental Shield to 2 random allies. Let's take a look at this new hero that came out. This one steals health and also applies Toxin. Sure, let's go with that summon over here on C2 to break the shield. And as you can see, we are being very careful as to not trigger anything with an attack bonus or a health bonus. Got here, heals melee allies in some pentagrams. So let's see, if block is triggered, we'll heal for health. Okay, I want to not actually summon that hero just to be safe. We can still heal off of this stone being attacked too. This Mr. Boom will give, let's see, damages one of our heroes randomly, also gets an attack bonus. That is okay. We'll actually just skip the turn. And we're okay right now. We have these stones here to protect. Also here, this one gives extra noise, so that's cool. Got some healing, so that's good. This hero will be destroyed. We got another Drunk Master. Once again, we'll skip the turn to avoid triggering off any type of boosts or bonuses. And we'll just keep on doing this. So we're just going to skip some more turns. Thank goodness our Iron Herald has evasion, otherwise it would have been destroyed by the 2 archers here. And our stones here also healing us. Once again, we will skip the turn. And there we go. So that was Torvi, God's Scourge. Once again, I'd like to emphasize that we did not summon any heroes that gave an attack or health bonus to avoid taking damage to our field, and then at that point we just overwhelmed them with our numbers. Okay, well, let's grab the reward. And then let's also grab the diamond at the end of the floor. And we got some Demigod scrolls and some epic versions of Sir Lancelot. Lovely. All right, well, we'll head over to the 3rd floor now. And as you can see, we did level up, so that's cool. And for now, we will stop the video and we'll wait until we get actually more reality shards and then start tackling the final floor of the Animus. So yeah, we will see you guys later. This is Happysplasher. signing off.